Science tools.
Many different tools are essential in science. We will learn about 11 scientific tools and how they can help scientists discover results. 1. A ruler. Rulers can measure the length of small items using inches and centimeters.
Measuring how long it takes to slither to snack time.
2. Hand lens. A hand lens can be held in the hand and used to observe objects closely. 3. Magnet. A piece of material that can attract iron.
Searching for the tiniest bugs for the best hedgehog buffet.
4. Thermometer. A thermometer is a device that measures temperature, or how hot or cold something is, in Celsius and Fahrenheit. 5. Beaker. A beaker is a container used in science to hold and mix liquids. Beakers come in different sizes, from very small ones that can hold 10 milliliters of liquid to big ones that can hold up to 1 liter or even more. While beakers are great for holding and stirring liquids, there are better methods for measuring exact amounts.
When you're mixing up the perfect recipe for banana smoothies.
6. Microscope. A microscope is a tool for examining tiny things up close, which can't be done by the eyes alone.
When you're trying to find out if the squeaky toy has any hidden secrets.
7. Balance. A balance is a tool used to find out how heavy something is.
Trying to figure out who ate more honey.
8. Prism. A prism is a clear glass tool that can split light into different colors. 9. Pan balance. A pan balance is a tool used to find out how heavy things are. It has 2 pans or small dishes hanging from each side. 10. Spring scale. A spring scale is a tool that helps you measure how heavy something is by using a spring. The spring stretches when you hang an object on it, and you can see how heavy the object is by looking at the numbers on the scale. Last but not least, meter stick. A meter stick is a long straight stick that measures how long or tall things are. It's exactly 1 meter long, a bit more than 3 feet. You can use it by placing it next to the object you want to measure and reading the numbers on the stick to find out the size. It's like a giant ruler that helps you measure bigger things.
Just checking if my neck is still the tallest in the jungle.
Let's review. Scientists use many more tools. They use tools to help them find data for their studies. Some tools you may already know are calculator, camera, computer, mirror. Game time! You need whiteboard, dry erase marker, and eraser.
If you need more time, be sure to pause the video. How to play.
Read the questions, then choose the answer you or your team believes is correct, and write it on your whiteboard before the 25 seconds is up.
If you need more time, be sure to pause the video. When you get an answer correct, be sure to show your best silent cheer. What tool has a beam that is supported freely in the center and has 2 pans of equal weight suspended from its ends?
Which one? Balance, beaker, pan balance, spring scale. Pan balance. Yay, good job! Go ahead and show your best silent chair.
What measurement tool could measure the length of a classroom door?
Which one? Balance, metric ruler in centimeters, metric stick, ruler, spring scale. A meter stick. Hooray! If you got it right, give your best silent chair. Good job!
What device has a lens on one side to let the light in and is used to take pictures?
Which one? Camera, computer, hand lens, microscope, prism. A camera. Another silent cheer for all those who got it right. You are Kiwi-tastic.
What object is usually made of glass and reflects light?
Which one? Hand lens, microscope, mirror, prism. Mirror. Toastastic to you guys who butter that toast. Good job. Do your silent cheer.
What instrument uses the elasticity of a spiral spring for measuring weight or force?
Which one? Balance, pan balance, spring scale. Spring scale. Yay! Awesome job! You have really rocked it. Go ahead and show your silent cheer.
Level up.
Use your drawing skills to show what the tool is. Computer. Great work, it's silent cheer time. Go ahead and show us what you got. Beaker. I'm sure you're a modern Picasso. Give yourself a silent cheer. Awesome job. Prism. Did you get the last one too? Awesome job. Give yourself 2 pats on the back and let's go ahead and see your last silent cheer.
How many did you know?
Let's introduce the new ones and review. So balance, beaker, calculator, camera, dropper, hand lens, meter stick, pan scale, prism, ruler, spring scale, thermometer. These are a few more scientific tools that scientists use. Let's experiment. So first, let's recall the scientific method. First, we're going to ask a question. 2, we research and think of safety too. 3, we make a prediction or a hypothesis. 4, we're going to test our hypothesis. 5, we're going to record the data. And 6, share data. 7, what other questions do we have? Let's experiment. Question: how many drops of water will fit on a penny? This question is an example of what a science question would look like, and I'm sure you probably have many in your mind that can help lead you to some very interesting science experiments. Who or tools will I need? Think of tools that we've already discussed earlier in our review and introduce. How can we measure how many water drops can fit on a penny? 2, what do I already know about penny and water? And 3, how can I practice safely? 4, how can I record this data? These are all important questions to ask so that we're ready to do our experiment. Which tool or tools from this list can you use to find the answer to the question? Go ahead and press pause. Now, make a prediction or a hypothesis. What do I think will happen? How many drops of water do you think will fit on a penny? Maybe 3, 5, 15? These are all predictions that you can make. Or if you think that there's no drops of water that will fit on a penny, this is also a prediction. Press pause and write down your prediction. Test our hypothesis. I will observe what happens and record my data. Hopefully now you have already picked out the science tools you will need and materials. Once you begin your testing, you want to make sure that you you remember your data so you can record it in the next step. Be sure to press pause before moving on. Press pause so you can conduct your experiment. Don't forget your data and have fun. So record data. I may record my data in my science journal. What are other ways that I can do this? The data that you might have recorded if you decided to use a dropper, so for however many drops of water that you were able to put on the penny before it spilled over would be the data that you would record. Now it's time to pause and record your data. Share your data. It's important to share my data to see if others are doing the same things and will come up with the same answers. 2, if my findings are different from others, we can try to see what we've done differently. So if you recorded yourself dropping 15 drops of water before it spills over, but your friend did only 5, maybe some other factors are in play. Like maybe they dropped the water too fast and you dropped it a little bit slower. Grab your science journal and share your data with your friend to find out how your results are similar or different. What other questions do we have? Did I have other questions after experimenting? Maybe you wondered, what if we used soda instead of water? Or what if we used a beaker instead of a dropper? Those are all good questions that could lead to more experimenting to find out different answers or to kind of even test what you've already found out to be true or incorrect. Go ahead and write down any questions that you may have thought of as you were experimenting or you've come up with now. Thanks so much for joining us today. Check the description box for worksheets to help reinforce learning. Also, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you until next time.